Jesus is sleeping when there is storm. Can you imagine when there is a heavy storm in the sea, a violent squall, and the boat is swinging in and out, and the disciples are struggling to control the boat. The waves are high up in the sky and falling in the boat, and the boat is filling up, and Jesus is sleeping quietly. No human person can do that. How can he sleep? Only Jesus can sleep. Now, the storm we have in this world, we just passed a huge storm, the pandemic. People asked, is there a God? Is God existing? The people in Ukraine, when there was war, they asked the question, is God existing? The people in Palestine were asking the question, is God existing? Everywhere, one after another, there is storm in this world. And people ask the question, is God existing? Or is there a God? What is the answer? If God gives the answer, He will say, you live as if God doesn't exist. You live as if God doesn't exist. You live as if there is no God. You live as if God is sleeping. This is a problem in this world today. And this was a problem with the disciples when they were traveling in the boat. They let Jesus sleep in the boat. They let Jesus sleep in the boat when there was storm. They forgot that Jesus is in the boat. So they were struggling. They thought they could manage by themselves. They are expert in the sea. They are expert fishermen. And they could control the boat. They thought they could control the boat. They thought they could overcome the storm. So they were struggling. Finally, they lost their hope. They were terrified. They came to the conclusion that they are going to die. Then they looked back. There is one sleeping at the end of the boat. There is one sleeping at the end of the boat when they were about to sink in the water. So they shouted, Lord, Master, are you not seeing that we are perishing? God heard their prayer. He woke up. He commanded the storm be quiet, and the sea became peaceful. The storm can be anything in this world. It can be a pandemic. It can be war. It can be any natural disasters. It can be an illness. It can be a serious sickness. It can be death of your beloved ones. It can be financial problems. It can be any problem in your family. It can be your old age. It can be your rejection from someone else. Storm can be anything. But we forget there is God in the boat. God is not in heaven alone. He is not far away. He is not in the church alone. He is in the boat. He is with you. And we forget, and we don't think about him. We let him sleep. We let him sleep. This is happening all over the world. People have everything. They have money. They have technology. They have science. They have equipments. They have everything. And they forget there is God in the boat. And they let sleep God. This is a problem the world is facing. We remember there is God when the power fails for 2 days. When there is storm and the power fails for a long time, we remember there is God. Dear brothers and sisters, He is in the boat. Remember Him always, not at the last moment when we are sinking. Remember always. Even if we are sinking, call His name, He will come here. He is ready to help us when we call upon His name. So, what can we do? Do not let him sleep. Do not let him sleep. Always awaken him. If you are a person just attending the weekend masses, rest of the days he is sleeping. If you are a person having no prayer, then God is sleeping in the boat. Just think about how much time you spend in prayer, how much time you spend in reading the Bible. Then you will know whether God is sleeping in your boat or not. So do not let God sleep in your life, in your boat. Always awaken Him. Pray every day. Spend at least 30 minutes in prayer and reading the Bible. Pray when you are driving your vehicle. Pray when you are traveling. Pray when you are working. Always remember He is with you and you will be talking to Him. That is a prayer. Have a habit of a prayer life. Do you have a prayer room in your house? You need to have a prayer room. At least a place where you can pray together. Set up a table. Have a few candles. Keep a cross or crucifix or some statues or pictures, holy pictures. Set up a holy place in your house. That will make God awaken in your family, in your house. Sit together every day. Recite the rosary. God will not sleep in your family. So, dear brothers and sisters, when the storm was calmed, Jesus asked the question, "Why are you terrified? Do you not have faith?" Faith and fear, they are opposing each other. They are contradictory. If you have faith, you will not have fear. If you have faith, then you are not afraid of anything. If you have faith, you will not be worried about the storms that is happening around. You will not be worried about the storms that is hitting yourself, in your family. Have faith in Him. Have faith in God. And do not be afraid. Have faith that He can control everything in your life. He is the master of all the storms. Nothing happens without His knowledge. He controls everything. It doesn't mean that there will not be any storm, but there will be storm, but you will be controlled by God if you are awakening Him always in your life. God bless you.